Imagine a version of yourself standing on the edge of greatness, a moment where the only thing holding you back is the fear, the doubt, the voice in your head that whispers, "You're not good enough." We've all been there, caught in the battle between who we are and who we want to be. But what if I told you that right now, at this very moment, you hold the key to change all of that? Think about the dreams you've put on hold, the opportunities you didn't seize, the times you stayed quiet when you wanted to speak up. Why? Because somewhere along the way you believed the lie that you weren't worthy. But let me tell you something: you are worthy. You are powerful. You are enough. Today, we're not just talking about confidence. We're talking about reclaiming your life, your voice, your potential. Confidence isn't just a skill, it's the fire within you that's been waiting to be ignited. And the world needs that fire, your fire. Because no one else can bring to life the dreams that are inside of you. We are going to share with you 3 steps formula that will completely transform you into a confident person. Step 1. Understanding the foundation of confidence. To truly grasp confidence, it's important to distinguish it from misconceptions. Confidence is not arrogance, which is often an inflated sense of self-importance. It's also not blind faith, where you act recklessly without any sense of awareness. Confidence is the deep-rooted belief that, no matter what challenges or obstacles come your way, you have the ability to handle them. It's the inner certainty that you can rise to any occasion, navigate through tough situations, and continue moving forward. One of the cornerstones of confidence is self-awareness. This means having a clear understanding of your strengths, weaknesses, values, and capabilities. Without self-awareness, you can't effectively leverage your talents or address areas for improvement. Take, for example, an athlete preparing for a competition. A runner who knows they excel in endurance but struggles with sprints will train accordingly, improving in the areas where they are weaker while capitalizing on their strengths. This balanced understanding of oneself not only helps in preparation but builds confidence because it allows for realistic self-assessment and focused growth. Example, consider public speaking. If you are self-aware, you may realize that while you're good at research, you struggle with delivering speeches in front of large audiences. Instead of feeling defeated, you can work on your delivery skills, seek feedback, and rehearse, knowing you have the ability to improve. This understanding empowers you, and every improvement you make builds your confidence. Confidence isn't something that just happens overnight. It is built over time through resilience. Resilience is your ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep pushing forward even after experiencing failure. Confidence grows not from succeeding all the time, but from knowing that even when you fail, you have the strength to try again. Take the example of an entrepreneur starting a new business. It's likely that, in the early stages, they will face rejection, financial difficulties, or unanticipated challenges. A confident entrepreneur doesn't give up after the first setback. Instead, they learn from the experience, adapt, and come back stronger. The resilience they show in facing adversity becomes the foundation for their future confidence. The more you experience challenges and rise above them, the more certain you become of your capacity to handle difficult situations in the future. Example, Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously failed thousands of times before finally succeeding. He didn't view each failure as a reflection of his worth, but as valuable learning experiences that brought him closer to success. His resilience and ability to embrace failure ultimately made him confident in his abilities as an inventor. Reframe your mistakes as stepping stones. A critical aspect of confidence is the ability to embrace failure and see it not as a reflection of your inadequacy, but as a stepping stone to growth. When you deeply understand that failure is part of the journey, you stop fearing it. This shift in mindset frees you from the paralyzing effects of self-doubt. Consider how a scientist approaches experimentation. If an experiment fails, they don't see it as a personal failure, but as a piece of the puzzle that gets them closer to the correct answer. Failure, in this context, becomes informative rather than demoralizing. It helps refine the process and strengthen the scientist's belief that success is possible if they persist. This applies to all areas of life, whether you're learning a new skill, building a career, or developing relationships. Example: J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter series, was rejected by multiple publishers before one finally accepted her manuscript. Instead of letting those rejections diminish her confidence, she used them as motivation to keep pushing forward. Her belief in her abilities didn't waver because she understood that setbacks are temporary and part of the process. Eventually, her persistence led to worldwide success. True confidence doesn't come from external validation, it comes from within. While praise and encouragement from others can feel good, relying solely on external approval can make your confidence fragile. What happens when the praise stops, or when you face criticism? If your confidence is tied to others' opinions, it will crumble. Instead, focus on building self-validation, affirming your worth based on your own standards and values. For instance, if you're working on a project and you know you've given it your best effort, that sense of accomplishment should come from within, regardless of whether others praise or criticize it. Self-validation means you are confident in the effort you've put in and the growth you've experienced, even if the external outcome isn't what you hoped for. Example: imagine a student preparing for a major exam. If their confidence is based solely on their grades, a poor result could devastate them. But if they focus on the effort they put in, the knowledge they gained, and the improvement they made along the way, their confidence will remain intact, regardless of the grade. This inner validation gives them the strength to keep moving forward and striving for better results. Confidence in the face of uncertainty. A final key element in the foundation of confidence is the ability to embrace uncertainty. Life is unpredictable, and there will always be situations beyond your control. Confidence is not about knowing how every situation will turn out, but about believing that no matter what happens, you will figure it out. This kind of confidence allows you to step into the unknown with courage and faith in your resourcefulness. For example, when embarking on a new career path or moving to a new city, you may not have all the answers. There's uncertainty in the unknown, but the belief that you can adapt, learn, and handle whatever comes your way gives you the confidence to take that leap. You trust in your ability to navigate the unknown, and this self-assurance propels you forward. Example: Elon Musk's ventures into electric cars with Tesla or space exploration with SpaceX are prime examples of confidence in the face of uncertainty. When he started, there were no guarantees of success. In fact, many doubted him. But his belief in his ability to figure things out and learn along the way gave him the confidence to continue, despite the enormous risks and unknowns. Confidence is not an innate trait that a few lucky people are born with. It's something that can be cultivated by anyone. It's a mindset rooted in self-awareness, resilience, continuous learning, and a healthy relationship with failure. Confidence is the understanding that you may not have all the answers today, but you have the ability to grow, adapt, and overcome any challenge that comes your way. When you internalize these principles, you free yourself from the fear of failure, the need for external validation, and the paralysis of uncertainty. You step into the world with the belief that, whatever happens, you can handle it. And that is the foundation of extreme confidence, confidence that can propel you toward a life of success, fulfillment, and joy. Step 2. Take action. Confidence is built on action. Confidence is not something that magically appears while you sit on the sidelines thinking about it. It's forged in the fires of experience, trial, and error. The more you act, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable. Confidence is a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows stronger the more you use it. Without taking action, that muscle remains weak. The key to building extreme confidence is consistently stepping out of your comfort zone and facing challenges head-on. Think about the times in your life when you felt truly confident. Were these moments tied to something you simply thought about, or were they linked to actions you took, situations you confronted, and decisions you made? Most likely it was through action. Confidence is built when you show yourself that you can handle situations, regardless of whether you succeed or fail. Every action reinforces your ability to take on the world, little by little. When you consistently take action, you build a library of evidence in your mind that you are capable. Over time, your mind shifts from thinking, "I can't do this," to, "I've handled things like this before, I can do it again." Each time you succeed or even just try, you add to this reservoir of proof that you can handle life's challenges. In contrast, inaction is a breeding ground for fear and self-doubt. When you avoid taking action because you're scared of failure or rejection, those fears only grow stronger. Think about it like this: if you avoid public speaking because it makes you nervous, every time you pass up an opportunity to speak in front of a crowd, your fear of public speaking intensifies. By not confronting it, you are training your mind to believe that it is an insurmountable obstacle. The longer you wait to take action, the harder it becomes to break free from the grip of fear. Example: imagine you're afraid of asking for a raise at work. The more you avoid that conversation, the more reasons your mind will create to justify why you shouldn't do it. You might start to think things like, "What if they say no?" Or "What if they think I'm not deserving?" These thoughts grow louder the more you avoid action, reinforcing your self-doubt. However, when you finally decide to take the leap and have that conversation, regardless of the outcome, you've now proven to yourself that you are brave enough to face the fear. On the flip side, when you take action, especially when it involves doing something you fear, you weaken the power that fear holds over you. Action puts fear in perspective. Often, what we fear isn't as bad as we imagined once we actually face it. Each time you confront a fear and act, that fear shrinks, and confidence takes its place. Example: consider someone who is terrified of swimming. They might avoid the pool for years, but the moment they decide to take swimming lessons, they've already won the first battle by confronting their fear. With each lesson, their fear of the water diminishes, and their confidence in their swimming ability grows. Whether they become an expert swimmer or not isn't the point. The key is that through action, they've shown themselves that they are capable of learning and overcoming challenges. To build extreme confidence, you need to make a habit of consistently taking action, especially in situations that make you uncomfortable or nervous. You don't have to start with grand gestures. Small, incremental actions will do. Every small action you take builds momentum, and over time these actions add up, reinforcing your belief in yourself and your capabilities. Here's how you can approach this process. 1. Identify what scares you. Make a list of the things you tend to avoid because of fear. These could be things like starting a conversation with a stranger, presenting an idea at work, or tackling a project you've been putting off. Start with smaller tasks if needed. 2. Take small steps. Start by taking action on the smallest item on your list. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, start by speaking up in small groups before moving on to larger audiences. If you want to improve your social skills, start with brief conversations with colleagues before attempting deeper, more vulnerable interactions. 3. Celebrate small wins. Each time you step out of your comfort zone and take action, no matter how small, celebrate it. Acknowledge the progress you've made, because these small wins are what will fuel your continued growth. 4. gradually increase the difficulty. As you build confidence through smaller actions, gradually take on more challenging tasks. With each action, you are reinforcing the belief that you can handle more. Taking bold actions that challenge you. Confidence really starts to soar when you challenge yourself with bold actions. When you push the boundaries of what you believe you're capable of, you show yourself that there are no limits to what you can achieve. Bold actions could be starting your own business, moving to a new country, learning a new language, or committing to a major personal transformation. These types of actions stretch you beyond what feels comfortable and force you to grow in ways you didn't think possible. Each time you take a bold action, even if the outcome isn't what you hoped for, your belief in your own strength, adaptability, and resilience deepens. Consider someone who has always wanted to start their own business but has been held back by fear of failure. At some point, they decide to take bold action by launching a side business while keeping their full-time job. Even if their business doesn't become an instant success, they've shown themselves that they have the courage and determination to try something new. The lessons they learn through this experience, whether it's in marketing, customer service, or resilience, further build their confidence for future endeavors. What makes action so powerful is that it acts as a multiplier for your confidence. The more action you take, the more evidence you gather that you can handle life's challenges. This creates a snowball effect. Each action, no matter how small, adds to your confidence reservoir. With every challenge you face and overcome, you feel more capable, more empowered, and more ready to take on the next one. Over time, the habit of taking action becomes second nature, and confidence becomes part of your identity. You stop questioning your abilities, because you've proven to yourself time and again that you can step up and handle whatever comes your way. A marathon runner builds their confidence with each race they complete. Even if they don't win every race, the mere act of crossing the finish line reinforces their belief that they are capable of achieving difficult goals. With every step they take during training and every mile they run, their confidence multiplies. By the time they reach the starting line of their next race, they carry with them the accumulated confidence from all their past actions. Confidence doesn't come from sitting still, hoping things will get better or easier. It comes from stepping into discomfort, taking risks, and doing the things that scare you. It's in these moments of action, whether big or small, that confidence grows. Every time you take action, you're reinforcing the belief that you are capable. Each small victory, no matter how minor it may seem, builds your confidence brick by brick. So, to build extreme confidence, make a commitment to act, even when you're uncertain or afraid. Take bold steps, celebrate your progress, and remember that the very act of showing up and trying is what makes you stronger and more confident with each passing day. Step 3. Invest in continuous learning and growth. Confidence is directly tied to competence. The more you know, the more capable you feel. The great news is that competence isn't something that's fixed or predetermined. It's something you can continuously build through learning and growth. The more skills and knowledge you accumulate, the more confident you become in your ability to handle different situations. This doesn't mean you need to be an expert in everything, but it does mean making a lifelong commitment to personal and professional development. Competence is the foundation of confidence. When you know that you have the skills or knowledge to perform a task, your confidence in completing that task increases. Think about it. The first time you try something new, like driving a car or giving a presentation, you might feel nervous or unsure. But as you practice, gain experience, and learn more, your competence improves, and so does your confidence. Example: consider learning to cook. If you've never cooked before, you might feel overwhelmed by the prospect of making a meal from scratch. You might lack confidence in the kitchen. But as you start with simple recipes, follow instructions, and gradually gain experience, your competence in cooking grows. Over time, you'll find yourself more comfortable experimenting with new ingredients or creating dishes without a recipe. Your confidence comes not from wishing you were a great cook, but from the competence you've developed through continuous learning and practice. Adopting a growth mindset. The key to investing in continuous learning is adopting a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, skills can be developed over time. People with a fixed mindset, on the other hand, believe that their abilities are set in stone and can't be changed. The growth mindset frees you from the fear of failure, because you understand that any mistake or setback is an opportunity to learn and improve. When you adopt a growth mindset, you approach challenges with curiosity rather than dread. You see obstacles as stepping stones toward greater competence, not as roadblocks. This shift in mindset is crucial for building confidence, because it enables you to view every experience, good or bad, as a chance to grow. Example, think of a software developer learning a new programming language. At first, it might seem overwhelming because they don't know all the syntax or concepts. But with a growth mindset, they approach learning step by step, understanding that with time and practice, they will master the new language. As they learn, their competence increases, and so does their confidence in writing code. Making a commitment to continuous improvement. Confidence doesn't come from remaining stagnant. To build and maintain confidence, you need to be committed to continuous improvement. This means always seeking out ways to grow, whether through formal education, personal reading, or hands-on experience. The more you invest in yourself, the more confident you become in your ability to handle new challenges and opportunities. Here are some practical ways to invest in continuous learning and growth. 1. Read books. Reading is one of the easiest and most effective ways to expand your knowledge. Whether you're learning about new industries, personal development, or technical skills, books offer a wealth of information. By reading regularly, you expose yourself to new ideas and perspectives, which can deepen your understanding and boost your confidence in various areas. 2. Take courses. Online platforms like Coursera, Udemy, or LinkedIn Learning make it easy to learn new skills at your own pace. Whether it's learning a new language, mastering financial literacy, or improving leadership skills, taking courses can increase your competence and in turn your confidence. 33. Attend workshops. Workshops or seminars provide interactive learning experiences where you can engage with experts and peers. These environments allow you to practice what you're learning and get real-time feedback, which is invaluable for building confidence. 4. Seek out mentors. Having a mentor can accelerate your growth. A mentor provides guidance, shares their experiences, and helps you navigate challenges. By learning from someone who has already walked the path you're on, you can gain knowledge and confidence more quickly. 5. Practice what you learn. Learning doesn't stop at knowledge acquisition. To build confidence, you must put what you've learned into practice. Whether you're learning a new skill at work, improving your fitness, or working on personal development, action solidifies learning and boosts confidence. One of the most important things to remember is that confidence is not about knowing everything right now. It's about trusting that you have the capacity to learn and grow over time. No one is born knowing how to do anything. Every skill, talent, or ability is developed through effort and learning. When you commit to continuous growth, you recognize that while you may not be an expert today, you can become one tomorrow. if you dedicate yourself to the process. A successful entrepreneur likely didn't start their journey with all the skills they needed. In the beginning, they may have lacked knowledge in marketing, finance, or leadership. But over time, through reading books, seeking advice, attending courses, and gaining hands-on experience, they built the competence they needed to succeed. Their confidence didn't come from having all the answers on day one. It came from knowing that they could learn whatever was necessary to move forward. Continuous learning not only boosts confidence by increasing competence, but it also expands your comfort zone. The more you learn and grow, the more situations you feel prepared to handle. Things that once intimidated you become manageable, and you're more willing to take on new challenges. This expansion of your comfort zone is a powerful confidence booster because it shows you that you are capable of growth and adaptation. Take someone who is afraid of traveling alone. The first time they step out of their comfort zone and take a solo trip, they may feel anxious. But as they learn how to navigate new places, communicate with people from different cultures, and handle unexpected situations, their competence in solo travel grows. With each new experience, their comfort zone expands, and their confidence in their ability to travel independently increases. Over time, they may even feel excited to take on new and more challenging travel adventures. Lifelong learning is a mindset that not only builds confidence but keeps it strong over the course of your life. When you make learning a lifelong habit, you're always growing, adapting, and evolving. This constant development ensures that your confidence remains resilient in the face of new challenges. You know that no matter what changes come your way, you have the ability to learn what's needed to succeed. Think of someone like Bill Gates, who is a lifelong learner. Even after achieving massive success with Microsoft, Gates continues to read extensively, learn about global issues, and expand his knowledge in areas like public health, climate change, and education. His commitment to continuous learning keeps him confident in his ability to tackle complex global problems, even though they may be outside his original area expertise. Confidence comes from the belief that you are capable, and that belief is built through learning, growth, and continuous improvement. When you invest in your personal and professional development, you build competence, expand your comfort zone, and reinforce your confidence in your ability to succeed. Confidence isn't about having all the answers today, it's about trusting that you can find the answers as you grow. By adopting a growth mindset, making learning a habit, and seeking out opportunities to expand your skills, you become unstoppable. Confidence is not something you wait for, it's something you earn through a lifelong commitment to growth. So start today. Take that first step, no matter how small. Believe in yourself. Take bold actions, and watch as your confidence grows with each victory. With unshakable confidence, you can achieve anything you set your mind to.